All right, all right. Shalom, shalom. For the third time is a charm, Lord willing. All right, Salakia. This is the third time I had to do this live because the first two times just wasn't working out. They kept cutting me off of my live, so I figured, I'll wait for the right time. So Lord willing, this time we'll be able to go through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right, so with that being said, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, call Elohim La, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who were well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect that's scattered abroad, the Akim and the Aqua that's listening in. Yahweh most on a daily basis as Asaph did, all right, in Psalm 73. Okay, because basically it was going into how how he would see the wicked always prosper, just like we do today. We're constantly seeing the wicked prosper right before our eyes, and judgment is not sent to them yet, which at the end of the day is because the wicked is reserved for the day of judgment. All right, so the Lord allows them to continue in their wickedness. Okay, and then it basically goes into how Asaph was going through spiritual battle between the flesh and the spirit. Okay, just like we do on a daily basis. Okay, so with that being said, let me start off with the um with the first verse of Psalm 73. All right, and it says, a psalm of Asaph. Truly, Yahweh is good to Israel. All right, which Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is very, very good to Israel, especially after all the wickedness that we have done. The Lord, shows mercy upon our people and has given us a grace period, to correct ourselves and to come back to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, for a chance of salvation. Okay, and it says, even to such as are of a clean heart. Yeah, because the Lord is dealing with those that have a pure mind. All right, pure intentions of thirsting for righteousness at the end of the day. All right, you can't be wicked, okay, and expect for you to have this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, because into a malicious soul wisdom cannot enter. Okay, so going into verse 2, it says, but as for me, my feet were almost gone, my steps had well nigh slipped. Okay, and basically Asaph was pretty much losing it. All right, and it's going to explain why. All right, it says, for I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. You see, so he was pretty much losing his mind because of the way that these wicked men were prospering. All right, and we see that today. We see the wicked prosper on a daily basis around us, man. All right, and here it is that we have to suffer at the bottom. Okay, barely making it, and the wicked is prospering on a whole nother level, starting with these Edomites. All right, with these other heathen nations. All right, and even these wicked two-thirds out here prospering. you know and as a matter of fact, it says, for I was envious at the foolish. All right, which the Lord told us not to be foolish. All right, let's go to Psalms 37. Okay, this is Psalms 37 and 1, and it says, fret not thyself because of evildoers, neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity. All right, and this is the reason why. It says, for they shall soon be cut down like the grass and wither as the green herb. Trust in the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai and do good, so shalt thou dwell in the land, and verily thou shalt be fed. Delight thyself also in the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and he shall give thee the desires of thine heart. It says, commit thy way unto the Lord. You see, and that's why we're going to trust in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, because you having faith, you are gonna always believe that what you ask for, all right, and what you need, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is gonna provide for you. Okay. So it says, commit thy way unto the Lord. You see, you got to commit yourself to the Lord. Trust also in him, and he shall bring it to pass. You know, everything that you want to pass is going to be brought to pass. Everything that is written is going to come to pass. All right. It says, and he shall bring forth thy righteousness as the light. Yeah, the Lord's going to let that glorious light shine upon you. All right. As a matter of fact, let's get that. That's in 2 Corinthians. Let me get 2 Corinthians. Oh, there it is. This is 2 Corinthians. I want to say it's the 4th chapter. Yeah, fourth chapter, 2 Corinthians, and verse 6. It says, "For Yahweh, who commanded the light to shine out of darkness, has shined it in our hearts," all right, in our minds, to give the light of the knowledge of the glory of Yahweh in the face of Yahweh Shah HaMashiach. You see, but we have this treasure in earthen vessels, that the excellency of the power may be of Yahweh and not of us. All right, because at the end of the day, we're not to exalt ourselves, man. All right, everything, all glory and praises always goes to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, because everything is, of the Lord. All right, the Lord is in control of all things, even man's footsteps. All right, our minds desire to do certain things, but at the end of the day, the Lord directeth our path. Okay, so going back to Psalms 37 and 6, and he shall bring forth the righteousness as the light, and thy judgment as the noonday. Okay, it says, rest in the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and wait patiently for him. And that's what we're supposed to be doing, waiting patiently. All right, the Lord told us not to avenge ourselves, all right, because vengeance is his. So we have to be what? We have to be patient. We have to suffer while waiting for Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Salakia. Fret not thyself because of him who prospereth. You see, fret not thyself, okay, of him that prospereth in his way, because of the man who bringeth wicked devices to pass. And why are you not to, you're not supposed to fret yourself, is why? Because the Lord is going to lift up that standard at the end of the day. All right. The Lord is not going to allow him to perform his enterprise. He's going to bring these wicked devices to come to pass. All right. But it's all going to come return upon his own head. Okay. It says, see, you know what? Oh, yeah. 2 more verses. It says, cease from anger and forsake wrath. Fret not thyself in any wise to do evil, for evildoers shall be cut off, but those that wait upon the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, they shall inherit the earth. You see? So this is us showing, the patience, all right, and not being evildoers and falling into these temptations, all right, of the world. All right, because we have to what? We have to commit ourselves to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, trust in him at all times. All right, so going back to Psalm 73, okay, and 3, it says, for I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. All right, for there are but no bands in their death, but their strength is firm. It says they are not in trouble as other men. Yeah. And we see that all the time. You see these devils getting away with all the wickedness, the genocide, the sins that they got our people committing. They get away with it. All right, and they don't, you know, they slaughter our people on the streets, kill our people, and you know they're always found what? Okay, scriptures tell you about that, that they're always found not guilty. Okay, it says, they are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. So this is what Asaph is seeing. You know, he's seeing the wicked prospering around us just like we do. All right, and we pretty much what? Sigh and cry of the abominations that are done in the midst thereof. All right, and why do they continue to keep on in their wickedness? Is in Ecclesiastes 11, it says, because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. Though a sinner do evil 100 times and his days be prolonged, yet surely I know that it shall be well with them that fear Yahweh, which fear before him. But it shall not be well with the wicked, neither shall he prolong his days, which are as a shadow, because he feareth not before Yahweh by Shem Yahushai. Okay, so you know, at the end of the day, the Lord is allowing them to, you know, build up all that wickedness, all their iniquities, all right, and they're going to be reserved for the day of wickedness, and they have special judgments coming to them at the end of the day, all right, and special judgments to these 2/3 that want to continue in the ways of their father, the devil, all right, following after these heathens, following after the heathen, you know, following after the multitude to do wicked, all right, wickedness. All right, so going back to Psalms 73, Salakia. All right, 5, it says, they are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. Therefore, pride compasseth them about as a chain, violence covereth them as a garment. All right, yeah, and the pride of thine heart has deceived them. These devils is all about, all right, of having a certain, you know, level of pride on a daily basis. As a matter of fact, I believe, let me see, Psalm, uh, give me 1 second. This is, yep, this is Psalms 12:3. It says, the Lord shall cut off all flattering lips and the tongue that speaketh proud things. You see? So in those last days, like it tells you in 2nd Ezra 8:50, all right, that many great miseries shall be done to them that dwell in the latter days. All right, because of what? Because of the pride that they have. Okay, 2/3 that have the pride of Esau and the Esau pride, period. All right. So it's telling you the Lord shall cut off all flattering lips and tongue, and the tongue that speaketh proud things, who have said with our tongue we will prevail. Our lips are our own, and who is Lord over us? For the oppression of the poor, for the sign of the needy. Now will I arise, saith the Lord. I will set him in satisfy. In safety, Salakia. I will set him in safety from him that puffeth at him. The words of the Lord are pure words, as silver tried in a furnace of earth, purified 7 times. That thou shalt, yeah, because this word is a what? You know, is a two-edged sword at the end of the day. All right. It gets straight to the bone marrow, like the scriptures say. All right, as a matter of fact, let me bring out that scripture because I haven't brought that out in a while. Wow. This is let me grab it from my phone. This is Hebrews 4 and give me 1 second. Uh Hebrews Hebrews 4 and 12. All right, and it says, for the word of Yahweh is quick and powerful, sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to dividing asunder of soul and spirit. You see, piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit. All right, and that's what we're doing, bringing out this word. It constantly cuts the wicked. It constantly cuts these demons. It cuts Esau. All right, right to the soul, right to the spirit. That's why you see these devils act a certain way when you bring out this word, because it's literally dividing asunder of soul and spirit at the moment. It says, and of the joints and marrow, and is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart. See, it's a discerner. You know, you able to have the spirit of discernment, okay, of the people's thoughts, of how they move, you know, how they think, all right, and the intents of the heart and the intents of the mind, all because the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua lies with you. So the Lord, all right, has given you that spirit to see these things, all right, to be able to, discern between everything. Okay. So going back to Psalms 12, it said, for the oppression, I mean, where was I? The words of the Lord are pure. All right, 12 and 6 in Psalms. The words of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua are pure words, as silver tried in a furnace of earth purified 7 times. Thou shalt keep them. All right, yeah, because that's going to be, all right, your guide. Like it tells you in, let's grab that real quick. This is Second Ezra's 17. I mean, 16 and 70. 1 second. 16 and 74. It says, "Hear, O ye my beloved, saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same. Be ye not afraid, neither doubt." Okay, for Yahweh is your guide, and the guide of them who keep my commandments and precepts, saith the Lord Yahweh. Let not your sins weigh you down, and let not your iniquities lift up themselves. You see? So going back to Psalms 12, all right, it says 7, thou shalt keep them, all right, those what? Those words, these commandments, all right, this truth. Thou shalt keep them, O Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Thou shalt preserve them from this generation forever. It says the wicked walk, all right. It says the wicked walk on every side when the vilest men are exalted. Okay. So going back to, oh, hold on 1 second. This is going back to Psalms 73. Okay. 6, it said, therefore pride compasseth them about as a chain, violence covereth the earth. All right. So the Lord's gonna cut off every, proud spirit at the end of the day. All right. You know, pride go before destruction, and the Holy Spirit before a fall. This is it says violence covereth them as a garment. All right. When you go to Proverbs 4 and 16. Proverbs 4 and 16. It said 14, enter not in the path of the wicked, and go not in the way of evil men. Avoid it, pass not by it, turn from it and pass away. For they sleep not, except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall. For they eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence. But the path of the just is as a shining light that shineth more and more unto the perfect day. The way of the wicked is as darkness. They know not at what they stumble, you see, and they don't know what they're stumbling at, because at the end of the day, the Lord is hardening up their hearts, all right, letting them do all this wickedness just to show the power, just to have them stumble upon their own enterprise, upon their own devices. Okay. It says, that they drink the wine of violence. Okay, everything they do is all mischief. Is all to destroy our people. Same thing that's being said in Psalm 73. All right. It says, Therefore, pride, 73:6, therefore, pride in Psalms compasseth them about a chain, as a chain, violence covereth them as a garment. All right. Their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more than heart could wish. All right. Yeah. And that's how you know that's the characteristics of the so-called, white man, these Edomites. All right. Because they have more power they can even handle. Here it is. He has power over everything, dominion of pretty much the whole entire earth. All right. And this devil still wants more. He's not satisfied with what he has. He has to have bloodshed. All right. He has to have your soul by, putting in this, this device that he wants to come to pass with. All right. This Rice Krispie treat. All right. He wants to heap all the nations together, bring them into one world government. All right. One world religion. All right. One world everything. Everything is a one world. All right. And we can't. He's basically trying to bring wickedness into righteousness to bring it into one. And that's why everything is as backwards here. Okay. But it's not going to happen. So continuing on, it says their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more than their heart could wish. Yeah. And at the end of the day, they do have more than they could wish. This whole earth, all right, the fatness of the earth is what they have. All right. And they established this whole city by what? Bloodshed, iniquity. Okay. And here it is. They're still eating off of the times of slavery money. So, they have everything that more than they could wish for at the end of the day. All right. It says they are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. All right. They speak lofty. You see? And everything that they do is based on oppression. All right. Is made to oppress the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American Indian. All right. It's made to oppress us to the point where we have been destroyed and we don't know who we are. All right. Pretty much want you to live that Stockholm syndrome to the point where you love your oppressor. All right. But our people that believe in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, all right, they're not gonna be falling for those traps. Let me grab Isaiah real quick. This is Isaiah. Come on. It says 30 and 12. It says, wherefore, Isaiah 30 and 12, wherefore thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise this word and trust in oppression and perverseness and stay thereon, therefore this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out in a high wall whose breaking cometh suddenly at an instant. You see? So here it is. You're not putting your trust in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, and you're putting your trust in oppression. All right. That's what's going to be your downfall at the end of the day. It tells you that in the first verse. It says, woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord Yahweh, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin, that walk to go down into Egypt. All right. Which that's a representation of America. All right, pertaining to Revelations, the 13th chapter. Okay. Not Salakia, not the 13th chapter, the 11th chapter, Salakia. Um, you know, so this is considered as spiritually Sodom and Egypt. It says, woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord Yahweh, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin, that walk to go down into Egypt, and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh. You see? So you're supposed to have Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah strengthening you. But see, they going down to Egypt for help. They want to be strengthened by Pharaoh, the modern day ruler of this society, which is who? Esau, Edom, man. These Edomites. All right? These top banking families. It says, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame. Yeah. You're gonna be you're gonna be ashamed, you're gonna be confounded. All right. You're gonna realize that the men of the Lord were trying to give you the heads up the whole time on who to actually, how to call on your true power. All right, how to pray, how to come back to the Lord, and you wanted to laugh. And look, this is going to be your downfall, your shame. It says, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt, your confusion. That's what's going to happen. Going to be so confused when that time comes, you ain't going to know what the hell hit you. Okay? Yep, that's the spirit right there. This is Isaiah 31:1. It says, woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots because they are many, and in horsemen because they are very strong. But they look not to the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right. Jeremiah 17:5. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, cursed be the man that trusteth, the man that trusteth in man and maketh flesh his arm, and whose heart departeth from Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right, because you're not supposed to be putting your trust in no type of man. At the end of the day, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is your only trust. That's the only thing you can trust, because everything here is what? Is wickedness, is vanity. Okay? So going back to Psalms 73 and 8, they are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak lofty. They set their mouth against the heavens, and their tongue walketh through the earth. All right. And they do set their mouth against the heavens. They're constantly always speaking blasphemy. All right. They don't believe in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, just like it tells you in Psalms, the 10th verse. The 10th chapter. All right. That Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is not in his thoughts. Okay. He don't have the spirit like we do, man, to believe. All right. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is not his power. That's our power. All right. This is why he feeds you idols, because he has no power. Okay. It says they set their mouth against the heavens, and their tongue walketh through the earth. It says, therefore his people return hither, and waters of a full cup are wrung out to them. And they say, how does Yahweh know? And is there knowledge in the Most High Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai? All right. And Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai's knowledge is for forever. Okay. As a matter of fact, I believe that's in Isaiah the 40th chapter. 40 and give me 1 second. I believe it's over here. Yeah, 28. Hast thou not known, hast thou not heard that the everlasting power, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, the creator of the ends of the earth, fainteth not, neither is weary. There is no searching of his understanding. You see? So there's no fainting of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. That means his wisdom endureth forever. Okay? Scriptures tell you that also, that his wisdom endureth forever. Okay? It says, it fainteth not, and it says there is no searching of his understanding. You can't top his understanding. All right. His thoughts are not our thoughts. All right. Our ways is not his ways. All right. So the Lord, in order for us to have a kingdom that we're going to be able to live immortally, that can only show you that Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai has a power, all right, that has no, has no limit. All right. Has wisdom of no limit. It's to infinity. Okay. Continuing on back to Psalm 73 and 12. Behold, these are the ungodly who prosper in the world. They increase in riches. All right. Again, everything they do is swallow down riches. But the Lord is going to what? Make them vomit them. They're going to spit them back up. Okay. It says, behold, these are the ungodly who prosper in the world. They increase in riches. Verily I have, as a matter of fact, they increase in riches. Let's go to, this is James, the 5th chapter. Okay. James 5 and 1. And it says, Salakia, go to now, ye rich men, Weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you. Yeah, because at the end of the day, all right, uh, riches is not going to profit you in the day of wrath. It says your riches are corrupted and your garments moth eaten. It says your gold and silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you, and shall eat your flesh as it were fire. Ye have heaped treasure together for the last days. Behold, the hire of the laborers which have reaped down your fields, which is of you kept back by fraud, crieth, and the cries of them which have reaped are entered into the ears of the Lord of Sabaoth. It says, ye have lived in pleasure on earth and been wanton. Ye have nourished your hearts as in the day of slaughter. Ye have condemned and killed the just, and he does not resist you. Be patient, therefore, brethren, unto the coming of the Lord. Behold, the husbandman waited for the precious fruit of the earth, and has long patience for it, until he receive the early and latter rain. Okay? And this is what's going to happen to the rich, man. They're going to be destroyed on a whole nother level. All right? And the ones that do survive are going to be what? They're going to be the first fruits of slavery. Okay? So going back to Psalm 73 and 12. Behold, these are the ungodly who prosper in the world. They increase in riches. Verily, I have cleansed my heart in vain and washed my hands. So now this is Asaph going into that spiritual battle between him, the spirit and the flesh. Because here it is, he's seeing the wicked prosper and is vexing his spirit, you know pretty much he's about to explain that he was once acting like these beasts, these natural brute beasts, okay, that rule the earth. All right, it says, verily I have cleansed my heart in vain. And how do you cleanse your mind? All right, scriptures tell you in Psalms 119. All right, how withal should a young man cleanse his way? By taking heed of the word. All right, having this the true doctrine of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, all right, put into your minds. Okay. It says, verily I have cleansed my heart in vain and washed my hands in innocence. All right, and innocent, yeah, innocence. It says, and yeah, that's what we're supposed to do, wash our hands, because you have to preach the word. What does it tell you that in Ezekiel the 3rd chapter? All right, it tells you to what? To get the blood off your hands. Because if you don't warn the wicked, all right, you're going to be destroyed with the wicked for not warning them. So by us warning us, that's what gives warning them. That's what cleanses our blood off the hands. Okay. It says it basically covers a multitude of your sins, man, by going out there to preach. It says, verily I have cleansed my heart in vain, and I have washed my hands in innocence. It says, for all the day long have I been plagued and chastened every morning. You see, and this is what we're going through on a daily basis right now. Every day, every time we're being chastised, man, in so many different forms. All right, just as simple as me not being able to get a damn lesson out without being cut off every single time. That's me being, chastened in a certain type of way, because it gets frustrating, and then you got Satan trying to give you them thoughts of, oh, you shouldn't do this no more. But the fight got to continue. You got to keep fighting through that, man. It tell you that in Ezra's 4:4, man, that they were, troubling them with in their building. Here it is, we're trying to build that, that spiritual temple, all right, and they're trying to knock it down as we're building it. That's why brothers' pages get clipped, brothers' channels is getting smacked right in the middle of their lives, because that's them trying to trouble your building from letting the word get out. All right, which you can't be mad, because it's all through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. It's all prophecy that it would happen that way. Okay, so continuing on, it says, for all day long have I been plagued and chastened every morning. And that's what you want. You want the chastening of the Lord, because he that doesn't have a chastening of the Lord is what? Is a bastard. All right, let's grab that. This is Hebrews. Slovakia. There you go. This is Hebrews 12:5, and it says, matter of fact, let's start from 2. It says, looking unto YAHAWAH'S, the author and the finisher of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, despising the shame, and is set down at the right hand of the throne of Yahweh. For consider him that endured such contradiction of sinners against himself, lest ye be wearied and faint in your minds. Ye have not yet resisted unto blood, striving against sin, and ye have forgotten the exhortation which speaketh unto you as unto the children. My son, despise not the chastening of the Lord, nor faint when thou art rebuked of him. All right, because we can't, what does it tell you in Ecclesiasticus, the 2nd chapter? All right, that to endure, and when you are brought down to a low state, okay, because gold is tried in the fire at the end of the day. All right, so it says, nor faint when thou art rebuked of him. It says, for whom the Lord loveth he chasteneth, and scourgeth every son whom he receiveth. If ye endure chastening, Yahweh dealeth with you as with sons. For what son is he whom the Father chasteneth not? But if ye be without chastisement, whereof all are partakers, then are ye bastards and not sons of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. You see? So if you ain't going through the chastening of the Lord, man, that's because the Lord not dealing with you at the end of the day. All right? And brothers that's in the truth, the sisters in the truth, we get chastised on a very high level, man. All right? And this is what, Asaph was, going into at this moment, going back to 73 and Psalms, okay? And 14, for all the day long have I been plagued and chastened every morning. It says, if I say I will speak thus, behold, I should offend against the generation of thy children. When I thought to know this, it was too painful for me. Okay. It says, until I went into the sanctuary of Yahweh, then understood I their end. You see, because once Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, all right, gave him that spirit, once he had the spirit in the know, all right, of this truth, all right, then he understood why these things were happening to our people, why we was in that state of mind, all right, because the Lord is allowing it, all right, to what? To reserve the wicked unto that day of judgment. All right. You see, because if you don't have the understanding of this truth, man, it's going to drive you nuts just to, just to basically, figure out why the hell is this shit happening? Why is this person prospering? Or why am I at the bottom? It drives you nuts. Okay. This is Wisdom of Solomon 3:4. For though thou be punished in the sight of men, yet is there hope full of immortality. It says, in having a little bit, and having been a little chastised, they shall be greatly rewarded. For Yahweh proved them and found them worthy for himself. Oof. As gold in the furnace has he tried them and received them as a burnt offering. All right, because that's what we're doing pertaining to, Romans 12:1. All right, we're sacrificing our living bodies, as a sacrifice. All right, we're preparing our bodies for a sacrifice unto Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. It says Ecclesiasticus 2:4, whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully. See, we got to take these things cheerfully. All right, when we are brought down to a low estate, okay, That's the spirit. That's right. Call hello, I'm la Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right. So going back, all right, this is matter of fact, let me I wanted to bring, let me see if I still got it up in here. I wanted to read it from the NLT. All right. Because it gets juicy too from there. Let me start it from 6. It says they wear pride like a jeweled necklace and clothe themselves with cruelty. These fat cats have everything their hearts could ever wish for. They scoff and speak on only evil. In their pride, they seek to crush others. They boast against the very heavens, and their words strut throughout the earth. And so the people are dismayed and confused, drinking in all their words. All right. What does Yahweh know? They ask. Does the Most High even know what's happening? All right. It says, look at these wicked people enjoying a life of ease while their riches multiply. Did I keep my heart pure for nothing? Did I keep myself, did I keep my innocence? All right. For my innocent for no reason. It says, I get nothing but trouble all day long. Every morning brings me pain. If I had really spoken this way to others, I would have been a traitor to your people. So I tried to understand why the wicked prosper, but what a difficult task it is. All right. And you know, it'll literally bug you out. All right. And it says, then I went into your sanctuary, O Yahweh, and I finally understood the destiny of the wicked. All right. And that's what comforts us, these scriptures, that even though we're in and we're not at our rest, and this place is destroying us with a sword of destruction. All right. We know that the Lord is about to take this devil out of his power seat, man. All right. Because the riches and injuries, all right, gotten by the seat, okay, the kingdom is translated from one people, okay, to another. All right. Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. All right. Continuing on, it says, truly you put them on a slippery path and send them sliding over the cliff to destruction. In an instant, they are destroyed completely, swept away by terrors. All right, yeah, because at the end of the day, the Lord's going to end this place, man. All right, this place is going to be brought down to naught, disintegrated. All right, this place is going to fall in 1 hour. Okay, thermonuclear missiles. It says, when you arise, O Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, you will laugh at their silly ideas. All right, and that's exactly what's going to happen. The Lord is going to laugh at the wicked, okay? Because the whole time you were being set up. It says, as a person laughs at dreams in the morning, then I realized that my heart was bitter and I was all torn up inside. I was so foolish and ignorant, I must have seemed like a senseless animal to you, you see, because we were living in the ways of these heathen. You know, we were, and that's something that Jake actually does, man. This is why Jake pretty much tries to follow that American dream, because they try to follow Esau. They see Esau prospering. They see how Esau gets everything. So they're in their mind, they're trying to be like them. They want to have that prosperity that Esau has. So that's why our people are quick to chase, okay, that American dream. All right, which how we say, you know, that American dream is an American scheme. It only look good in the TV screen, man. That shit is all bullshit, man. These people live crazy ass lives, man. These people really not happy. All right. Money can't buy happiness at the end of the day, man. When you wicked, you wicked. All right. Salakia. I thought I was a cop pulling up. But continuing on, all right. It says, and it's crazy because he said, then I realized that my heart was bitter. And what does America stand for? America represents, you know, bitterness. So to be out here in America and see the the wicked prosper, all right. Um, it's bitter to our spirit at the end of the day, man. It's that bitter captivity we are in. It says, uh, I was so foolish and ignorant, I must have seemed like a senseless animal to you, yet I still belong to you. You hold my right hand. You guide me with your counsel, leading me to a glorious destiny. You see? And that's the beauty of it. That the Lord, through this word, man, he's leading us to that glorious destiny, man, that kingdom, all right, through the word that he has given unto us, because this word is what? Is life. All right, these words, this knowledge, wisdom is a crown of life. Let's grab that real quick. I believe that's in Ecclesiasticus, the first chapter. This is Ecclesiasticus. I know it's in here. 1 and crown of life, Salakia. I haven't gotten to that scripture in a while. Give me 1 second, bear with me. I guess this is the one I was looking for, but it's more of the fear. All right, but the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom anyway. All right, but this is 11 and Ecclesiasticus 1. It says the fear of the Lord is honor and glory and gladness and a crown of rejoicing. All right, you see. Matter of fact, let me see if I can pull it up from here. Crown of life. Give me 1 second, Salaki. Come on. That's probably the one it was, and I was just reading it the wrong way. Oh no, what? Yeah, it was right. I passed right by it. There it is. 18. It says the fear of the Lord is a crown of wisdom, making peace and perfect health to flourish, both which are the gifts of Yahweh, and it enlargeth their rejoicing that love him. Wisdom raineth down skill and knowledge of understanding, and exalted them to honor that hold her fast. The root of wisdom is to fear the Lord, and the branches thereof are long life. The fear of the Lord driveth away sins, and where it is present, it turneth away wrath. Okay. So going back to I was reading it from the NLT. Shit doesn't matter anymore, but pretty much about to close it up. It says, you guide me, this is 73 and 24 in Psalms. You guide me with your counsel, leading me to a glorious destiny. Whom have I, whom have I in heaven but you? I desire you more than anything on the earth. All right. And that's how the men of the Lord, are acting now, man. They know that Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah comes before anything. It says, my health may fail and my spirit may grow weak, but Yahweh remains the strength of my heart. He is mine forever. Those who desert him will perish, for you destroy those who abandon you. You see? So at the end of the day, the Lord is telling you, my flesh and my heart faileth, but Yahweh is the strength of my heart and my portion forever. Okay? Because at the end of the day, the Lord is that strength. to get you through everything. All right. Even when you're failing, man, you're failing only for a reason, because the Lord, teaching you a lesson at the end of the day. Okay. So you're actually winning by gaining that lesson that you learned. It says, my health, my flesh and my heart faileth, but Yahweh is the strength of my heart and my portion forever. For lo, they that are far from thee shall perish. Thou hast destroyed all them that go a whoring from thee. But it is good for me to draw near to Yahweh by Shem Yahushai. And this is why you can't make make no tarrying to turn to the Lord. You have to find him while he is near, man. All right, while he is available. It says, but it is good for me to draw near to Yahweh. I have put my trust in the Lord Yahweh, that I may declare all thy works. And us being in this truth, man, we all have testimonies, all right, on the beautiful things that the Lord has done for us, but that's pretty much the point. To water Yahweh Bashim Yahushua for being able to get out the lesson. Third time was the charm. I mean, so Lord willing, was edifying. All right, the water Yahweh Bashim Yahushua for resting upon me to make the lesson. And again, these are the emotions that we pretty much go through on a daily. All right, the same things that Asaph was feeling is what we see. We see the wicked prosper, is vexing to the spirit. All right, we are constantly being chastised and battling the flesh. All right, on a daily basis, but we know that Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, we're gonna trust the process, man. We know everything is in the hands of the Lord. All right. So, hey, call Haloim La Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, the water Yahweh Bashim Yahushua for this truth as always. All right. So, with that being said, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, call Halosh of Great Millstone, who well, blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect that scattered abroad, the Hakim and the Aquat that was listening in. Yahweh Ratazah, Lord willing, that the lesson was edifying. To the next one, Shalom. Keep fighting. This devil had to get me one more time. Look at this shit. He over here splitting my screen and everything. I don't even know. Oh, somebody actually jumped in. Yeah. Yeah, the water Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah for the lesson. And like I said, Shalom, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah Barakatah to everybody. For the next one.